Good evening, beautiful, beautiful people. How are you doing today? Manchester City take on Brentford tonight. In about 20 odd minutes, City take on Brentford, and it's going to be a fascinating game of football. I'm already nervous. Should I be nervous? I don't know. But I feel nervous. I don't know why I feel nervous. I do. Do let me know what you're watching today. It's good to see you here. Weird kickoff of a 9:30 kickoff tonight, which is very, very peculiar. But hopefully, we'll be tucked up in bed a little bit earlier, celebrating 3 points from Manchester City. Manchester City's relentless machine that rolls on and on and on. I don't know if it's going to happen. I hope it's going to happen. That's all I ask for. That City tonight put out their best performance, because I'm nervous. I'm a little bit nervous about this. I can't deny it. I think there's a lot riding on this game. There is. It's just I can't deny the pressure that comes with this performance tonight. City have to win. We have to win. This has to be a big performance. We have to get the 3 points. I don't know if we will do. We will see. Time will tell. But I'm reasonably confident. I think it is a good side. Fingers crossed it will be enough anyway. Do say hello in the chat, by the way. Let me know where you're watching, what your thoughts are, your predictions, all the usual stuff. I'll go over to the actual lineup for you now and get it on screen. Hello to who's in the chat. We got Mr. G, you got Mingyi Wong, we got Match Winner 3 Lohan, Clive Hunt, Harnor, Aspie, Beppy, Javier, Beppy, Isaac, Hayden, or loads of legends in the chat. Beppy asking about Xavier asking about the Blue Moon Rising days. Hands up in the chat if you remember that and what the lads are up to. Well, Paul, one of my co-presenters, is one of my best friends these days still, and he works at Man City as a producer, so he's behind the camera a lot. You'll hear him in interviews a lot. Walter is back down with his family now in Cornwall. Devon, is it? He runs a shop down in Devon. He was a teacher for a while. Alex, the gravelly voiced Alex, he's in Leicester. He lives in Leicester, and he's just living in Leicester. He was running the pub last time I knew. And Elliot, if you remember Elliot, Elliot makes hot sauces now, and they're really nice. Elliot Eastwick's world famous hot sauce. So there we go. That's where all the Blue Moon Rising lads, and I'm right here doing this video. So none of them do football stuff anymore, really. So they're good. Walter was a legend. Alex, Elliot, Paul, all top people. They changed my life. Those people, they did. But this is the team anyway. This is the team. I'll bring it up on. First of all, I would like to say please give the video a like. It is massively appreciated. I just noticed Aspie saying it's a filthy night in Manchester. What's new? Grim night. It's chucking it down. Absolutely chucking it down always. Truly miserable. But that's Manchester for you. So, for me, looking at this team, it's a good team. It's a surprise. I've had to change my thumbnail. I had Kevin De Bruyne on it. There's no De Bruyne tonight. Erling Haaland is now on the thumbnail instead, so I've updated that. I honestly, the only thing the only caveat I'd have for Alvarez now is the only difference here is he's playing as a 10, not an 8. I don't mind Alvarez alongside. At least he won't be playing as an 8, if that makes sense, because last time he was alongside Rodri. At least Bernardo will be behind him this time. I prefer that, absolutely. If we've got to force Alvarez as a midfielder, getting close to Haaland. He's in the De Bruyne role tonight, basically, and I don't mind that as such. That's a little bit better. A bit of West Ham slander for Calvin Phillips in the chat. Can you take Phillips back? Oh, Phillips is done, isn't he? He's so done. I feel so sorry for him, but he's absolutely done at the top level. Poor guy. But let's have a look at inside the lineup anyway. I'll create the lineup here. It always defaults to red. It's so annoying, even though I've not closed the tab. Stay blue, you little pain in the asses. Here we go. No Ake as well, which is interesting, by the way. No Ake. So I reckon the lineup's going to be something like this structurally. It'll obviously be Edison in goal. Big game needed for you tonight. Do you reckon Akanji's going to be left back, by the way? I think he will be, maybe. Kanji there. Diaz, Stones, Walker. I think this will be Oscar Bob. This will be Bernardo Silva. This will be Rodrigo Cascante. This will be Phil Foden. This will be Alvarez. And I think this will be Erling Haaland. I think it's going to be something like that. It is... I think the thing for me is that Silva will be there, When he was Rodri, Alvarez and De Bruyne, there was no control whatsoever. It just didn't work. I think it's a little bit better with Silva alongside Rodri. I don't mind Alvarez there quite as much. He will basically be told to get up there, and these guys will support behind him, which I don't mind, Akanji, I think, will be in left back. I think he's going to be playing there, given the fact that Ake needed a rest. I guess that's the idea. I really think it'll be that, you know. It'll be something like that, I reckon. Which is, it's a weird formation, but in terms of like Akanji there, delighted for Oscar Bob, by the way. Oscar Bob absolutely earned his first Premier League start, his first ever Premier League start. I'm hoping he has a really good performance tonight. I think he will do, you know. I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident he'll have a good game tonight and score. Maybe even score. It's not what I predicted. I thought De Bruyne would start. I thought Ake would start. The bench is good, you know. The bench is pretty good. Yeah, Rico's not playing much at the moment. You're right to notice that. There's the bench. You got Ortega, Scott Carson, Nathan Ake, baby. You got Mateo Kovacic, Jeremy Doku, Kevin De Bruyne, Sergio Gomez, Mateus Nunes, and Rico Lewis. I would like to see Rico get some minutes as well, you know, but we're not seeing it much at the moment either, are we? It's a bit of a shame because I think Rico hasn't done much wrong, and you know, him getting minutes it'd be really nice. It would be, but we're not getting a lot of it. It is what it is, though, you know. Ah well. How does the audio sound, by the way? Because I put a compressor on. Someone messaged me saying I should use a compressor. So I've got a compressor on OBS, and it should sound a bit more balanced. Like the quieter bit should be more in line with the general volume, and the louder bit shouldn't burst your eardrums. Fingers crossed, anyway. Let me know if it sounds okay. I don't know what it sounds like. I can't hear it. Sounds sexy. There we go, Brian. Apparently I'm sounding sexy for Brian. A bit of Manchester City ASMR. There we go. Talking deep about Manchester City's performance. I won't do any ASMR. Unless you want ASMR. ASMR watch-alongs are they think. Edison and Ake. Walker and Akanji. Ruben Diaz, Johnny Stones. Oh, whoa, they're the boys in blue. Right, I'll stop doing that now, sorry. Bob, hat-trick of assists, says DMC. Cyber Leader says, did you read my comment? What was your comment, mate? Paqueta, who would you replace? Phillips. There's the obvious answer in terms of in the squad. He'd just be another option as a number 8, I reckon. Paqueta became. He'd just join. I think Guardiola wants more midfielders in general. I think he'd replace Nunes. To be honest, he'd replace Calvin Phillips in the whole squad. You know, probably Nunes, yeah, as well. Largely, I think he'd just join the squad. You know, I don't mind. I don't mind Bernardo there, Luke. Bernardo's played as alongside Rodri before plenty of times. One of Bernardo's best ever games was alongside Fernandinho, and you know what I'm on about. Respect and kudos for the person who gets this immediately. One of Bernardo's best ever games was alongside Fernandinho in which game? Go for it. Someone will get it in the chat soon. But Bernardo absolutely can play there in the heart of midfield and be absolutely excellent. He's done it quite a few times. So I don't mind it at all. Bernardo he's very good at the whole box-to-box thing, isn't he? A clue for you, in that game that I'm referring to, he ran more than anyone else on the pitch. I think he did 13.5 kilometres. There we go, Rudy wins. Liverpool in 2019. Yep. That's the one. Yeah, so that game, Liverpool, when we won 2-1 at the Etihad, Aguero scored the near post, Sane scored the winner, Firmino for them. That was Bernardo in midfield alongside Fernandinho. So I don't mind him there at all. I think he absolutely... I think he's great there for what it's worth. I think him and Rodri are just a really good partnership. I must admit, I do like Kovacic alongside Rodri, but Bernardo there, it works for me. As long as it gives, like, you know, Oscar Bob, Phil Foden, Alvarez, just sort of free reign to do what they want, I don't mind that, you know, a little bit of a... To be honest, I don't think... That's interesting, Luke, because I don't think Bernardo is insanely creative. I think one of his weaknesses actually is like key passes and stuff like that. I do love Bernardo, don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's like the most... I don't think he's a David Silva or Gundogan creatively. He's always felt like not the assist guy. He's more like the intelligent guy. Anyway, this team isn't the team I would pick, but I think fundamentally Guardiola feels at home against Brentford, a team currently struggling, and they are struggling. We've been 3-1 away from home, of course. They've lost 8 out of the last 10. In theory, this should be a pretty reasonable performance tonight. It should be enough. Of course, then we still have the likes of Kovacic, Doku, De Bruyne to call on the bench if we need them. But Ake and De Bruyne, they can't play every game, man. They have to have a rest, you know. Doku being relegated to the bench feels a bit harsh. I don't think he's done much wrong. I know the performance was divisive. Maybe he got a lot of the ball and didn't always use it perfectly, but he was being leaned on an awful lot, you know. So I don't mind... I don't actually mind him being sort of rested a little bit. Sorry, I got a weird email then. I got distracted. Yeah, I'd prefer that too, Daniel. To be honest, I don't mind Alvarez. Once again, Alvarez, like when the other day it was this KDB and Alvarez, and it was this here. So Alvarez was often, out of these two, Alvarez was often the deepest alongside Rodri, because KDB just goes up there. So Alvarez had to get a bit deeper, and that just doesn't work at all. It doesn't work. In this instance, they both want to be number 10, and it's just weird, and Rodri's sort of, no one's there. But I prefer this because Bernardo will be deeper, and Alvarez sort of can go where he wants in the KDB sort of role, and basically plays a 4-4-2. They'll link up next to each other. We'll defend this way. This is how we'll defend, is a flat 4-4-2. Haaland and Alvarez. And it's a lot better than the alternative. I do actually agree he's played a lot of games on me. I actually agree. What I would have done tonight, if we're going to play Bob, I would have played Doku on the right. I would have given Doku on the right, Bob on the left, or that, this, Foden, that, there. If you wanted to play rest De Bruyne, I would have done that, basically. Or him over here and him over there. Try something different, left on the left, right on the right, you know what I mean? I would have tried that, personally, but it wasn't to be. Yeah, I agree with Daniel there, yeah. If he has to play near Erling. Like basically second striker, But it is what it is. I always try and sort of remember that we don't see training. We only see 1% of football. We don't really know what's been said or who's available or whatever. I'm sure we got enough tonight. I'm sure we got enough. The bald head is always thinking. We should be fine tonight. I've relaxed about the Chelsea game anyway. I'm expecting a good performance. Brentford, by the way, lining up like this. I don't think that's how it is lineup. Look at the lineup build. Oh, sorry, yeah, Sofa's score there. They've got Oscar Bob and Alvarez there. That's not right, lads. That's an interesting formation they've gone for with Phil Foden on the left. That's definitely not right. They're lining up like this. No Mopai. Is he on the bench? Yeah, that's interesting. They got Visser alongside Tony. On Yeka, Norgard, and Yanelt midfield. Reguilon and Roslev as the wing backs. Ben Mee, Christopher, Asia, and Zanka, and Flecken in goal. Yeah, I mean, there's a big bonus that, isn't it? No Mopai. We'll see. That's quite a few changes for them, actually. 3 or 4 changes from the last game, I reckon. We should have enough here. I reckon. Of course, we've got enough. I'm pretty relaxed about it. I want to be honest, tonight I want to see a really empathetic, not an empathetic performance. I want to see an emotionalist performance. I want to see a cold, ruthless Manchester City. Because when you look at the table there, look, if we win tonight, our game in hand, we're 56 points. We're in a really good position. I saw I was reading a preview piece, and it was like, City, took a blow as the league's no longer in their own hands. Like, what are they on about? It is in our own hands still. We've got to win all our games and we win the league. Like, it was weird to read that. And like the narrative about it not being our hands, it's just nonsense. It's still in our hands. We win our games, we win the league, We don't need Liverpool or Arsenal to support. We just need to beat them. So it is in our own hands still. 56 points, 1 behind Liverpool. We've had an astonishing start to the season. We'll get better, in my opinion. I think that's a really good place to be. I do think we'll improve. I do think we will. Maybe we won't. Maybe we won't do it this year. I don't know. But I do trust this side. Danny reckons Bob and Phil about to cook. I'm really excited for Oscar Bob tonight. I really am. Michael, how you doing, man? You good? Where have you been busy, man? Everything well and happy? And I'm good, mate. I'm very good. To me, like Oscar Bob tonight, he's earned this. I'm looking forward to seeing him too. Oscar Bob, one I've been watching for years. I remember when he joined Manchester City as a 16-year-old. I was very excited to watch him, and to be honest, I've been quietly impressed with him for a long time, and I've been waiting for him to make his breakthrough, and he has done. He's absolutely brilliant. He's a wonderful young talent. He will take a long time to find his best position, I reckon. I've got no problem with that. He'll probably be 22, 23 before he fully breaks into the team, but it doesn't matter. You're at the best place to learn. Stay here, Oscar Bob. And eventually you'll break into the team. You're too smart not to. He's just still a kid but talented, but he has to just be patient, really, and learn more experience. And before he knows it, he'll have a season where he plays. Like, you'll probably end this season with how many performances? How many minutes has he had already this season? How many performances? Let's have a look. He's had 7 games so far, average of 18 minutes. So 18 times 7, 20 times 7 is what, 14? 140. So he's not played that a lot of minutes, basically. But he's had a lot of little appearances. I reckon by the end of the season, he would have had probably 10 to 15 appearances. I would expect next season, if he stays, to see that pushing 20 to 25. And then you'd expect the season after that to be 30 to 40 in all competitions. Then you'd think the season after that, maybe he's just a starter, ideally. But either way, he's obviously he's a bit older than some youth players that break through, because he's like 20 already, isn't he, Oscar Bob? So he's not a baby in terms of his age. He turns 21 at the start of this next season. And we're used to like 18-year-olds breaking through. But it doesn't matter, you know. The levels that City have these days are so high, it's very hard for 17-year-olds to get through. He'll be fine. He'll be a regular eventually. Oh, Luke, no worries, mate. I don't know how far I'm going to be behind. So what's everyone's predictions, by the way? Please give the video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's massively appreciated. Where are we at in terms of subscribers? Let's have a look. I've been stuck on the subscribers for a while, man. Let's get 69,300. I need 3 more. We can do it. Subscribe. Go for it. Give the video a like as well. How many likes on the video so far? I can't see. It's not showing me for some reason. How many likes on the video? Probably not enough. Scott says, good afternoon, lads. Good afternoon, my mate. How you doing? You good? Daniel says 3-1 to Man City. Jacob says 3-0. Hope you're all right. 3-0 is probably my prediction based on this City side. I think we're going to keep a clean sheet tonight. I can just feel it. I'm probably wrong, but I feel like we will do. Up the Tigers. Who are the Tigers, Harley? In that Hull? Are you just a Hull fan, Harley? Just hanging around here? Just being all Yorkshire and that? I respect it, though. Because I was thinking, you're not Brentford. Brentford are the Bees, aren't they? Who do you think man of the match? Man of the match, I think Alvarez is going to have a good game, actually. I think he will have a good game. I'm going to say, yeah, he's going to surprise us. Alvarez is going to break a brace tonight, and everyone's going to be like, oh, he's great, actually. I guarantee it's going to be a weird one like that, where everyone goes, oh, I'm probably wrong. Oh, I got a break from work. Nice, Scott. Good. What are you doing, man? Got any plans? Happy for you. 2-0 says Beppe. Domination last minute winner, says Daniel. Yeah, I think it's going to be comfortable. I'm feeling pretty confident. Daniel says 4-1 or 2-1. The result is everything, though. You're right. Luke says 3-0. Aspie says 3-0 as well. I'm pretty confident. I think, yeah, look, Haaland. We can't not mention Haaland. And with Hayden on this, he is probably scoring tonight, Haaland. He absolutely needs to score tonight. Like, obviously, he would have felt culpable for the last game a little bit, and he shouldn't have done. He's only a young lad still, and I do hate it. Well, they can sort of beat themselves up a little bit, can't they, young footballers? And he doesn't need to at all. He doesn't need to. And then usually what happens is he goes and scores. Like we forget sometimes about Haaland, you know. We genuinely forget that this is only his second season at the truly elite level. I know he played for Dortmund, but the expectations for Manchester City compared to Dortmund are on a different level these days. And I mean that with the greatest respect to Dortmund, but it is a different level. You know, like City's demands are to be the best in the world. Dortmund's are to sort of maybe finish second behind Bayern and maybe get a bit lucky in a Champions League run. It's totally different. But City want to beat everyone and win the league every single year. It's totally different expectations. Haaland has had one season of that. As a young lad, 23 years old, all that pressure and expectation. And I do think he sort of felt it a little bit. I don't think there's anything wrong with it either. I think we forget that he's only 23. He sounds old. He's been around for a long time. But he is only human. You know, he's quite, he's very laid back for someone of his stature as well. And I think his form does go up and down. I think he must be weird, by the way, to be that age and complete football, so to speak, to win a treble. Like, I am... Oh, Caleb, I logged in already, Caleb. Sorry, pal. I checked USA Network, Caleb, in the chat, and it seems to be working. Fear in the chat says Pep must be sacked for benching KDB. You've got to bear in mind, KDB sometimes needs a rest. And I reckon it's just entirely about resting him because, you know what? We're at home against Brentford. We should be able to win this game without KDB. And I didn't want him to do that, but I get it. We should be able to win it, shouldn't we? You know, you would think that, wouldn't you? Cheers, Caleb, man. Legend. Is appreciated. There we go. I am going for a 3-0. We're a couple of minutes off now. A couple of minutes off, which should be nice. I'm pretty confident we'll win this, you know. I'm pretty confident. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't be comfortable tonight and be aggressive and get a good victory. I've got a feeling Bernardo's quotes the other day about wanting control and it not being a Man City performance filled me with joy because he's showing that he gets it, you know, and it is he understands what we need. He understands the assignment. So we'll be okay. We will be okay. Bernardo has shown that Man City, they're ready. They're ready. In a bit, Daniel. Enjoy your own watch along. Brian says 6-1 Foden hat-trick, Bob Brace and Rodri goal. Brian, I would be buzzing. A second Foden hat-trick against Brentford. You're dreaming, but I love it. And yeah, we've got to remember he has just come back from a major injury, Kevin De Bruyne. So we can't play him every single week as much as I want to. You have to look at the games and go, well, at some point he's going to have a rest. Especially when you look at the fixtures coming up. Look, Brentford at home. We've got Luton away and Bournemouth away. Those games are going to be probably trickier than this one on paper. You know, United as well. Copenhagen at home. You've got to rest him at some point. Right, up the Blues. Thank you very much, Hayden. It's very much appreciated. Right, we are close to kick-off. Right, what's your random prediction for tonight, everyone? Tell me something wild that's going to happen in this game. Hopefully one of you is an absolute genius. Mine is going to be that Edison gets booked. Mine is Edison gets booked for doing something mental, like just going through someone, and people think it should be a red card, but probably is a yellow card, but everyone reckons he should be off. That is my that's my crazy prediction for the night. Right, about kick off. Kyle Walker red card, unfortunately, says Caleb. Why is it just stalled? No. My stream's decided just to pause for no reason. Joseph reckons we might concede first again. Caleb reckons Kyle Walker red card. Beppe says Foden bicycle kick. I like that, mate. I like it. I'll take that. So, we're already 20 seconds in and the stream decided to miss all that. Right, I can use that left back. There we go. Run away. Right, up the Blues. I love you too, John Stewart, superfan. John Stewart, superfan there in the chat. Roger the Rocket says Porsche. Let me just stuttering. I don't need it to stutter tonight. Flacken was great against us last time, wasn't he? I'm expecting the same this time as well. Can really do with my stream not deciding to pause itself all the time. It'd be very nice. Come on, you Blues. I see Brentford have had a shot already and I've missed it because of the stats. Because my internet has been poor. Why is the internet being poor for me? I do not need this right now. What have I missed? No, honestly, we've got to sort of stamp our authority down in this game. We have to. It has to be a big performance. It has to be aggressive. We have to start keeping the ball. Work our way up the pitch. Get some shots off. I'm hoping, the platform that is Bernardo and Rodri should be more than enough. Go on, Erling. Do you see Haaland there? Haaland just palmed him off. Haaland's absolutely beasted him. Decent effort as well. At least 3 Kyle Walker long shots, says Michael. Roger with a rocket. I like it. Carlos, my man. How you doing? Phil, quite central this second. I like that, Phil. Phil drifting central. I like it. Kanji's playing left. I think it looks like, yeah, Kanji's playing left back. Oscar is obviously on the left. Look, you keep saying that about benching KDB for you, but, he's got to be benched at some point. He's got to rest at some point. He's just had 6 months out, Let's be reasonable with our criticism. It's not FIFA. It's not FIFA, where players can play every single week. Go on, City. So Phil's drifted central while Walker's out wide. Here's a question for you all. What's the best biscuit? What is the best biscuit? Because the answer is these. Got a packet here next to them. Been looking at these for ages. Caramel digestives. Oh, I can never find them. I just found them at Tesco today. I've had about 7 already. I am staring at the digestives, wanting one. Caramel digestives, just A-tier biscuits. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. You can argue in the chat, but you'd be wrong. They are the best biscuit. You probably call them cookies in America, wouldn't you? They ain't cookies, lads. The biscuits. Given time, City Slacker. It's a reasonable start so far. We've started to sort of kind of get into our rhythm. Oh, can you? It's like honestly, mate, I'm obsessed with them. Absolutely obsessed. I could eat a whole packet in an hour. Not even that, less. It's a really, really, really... It's really worrying. Go on, Oscar. God, he keeps the ball so nicely, Oscar, doesn't he? His footwork. Go on. Nice football here. I love Oscar Bob in that sort of inside left. He's got so much technical ability, hasn't he? He definitely makes it look easy. Nice footwork between Alvarez and... See, that's what I'm on about there with Alvarez. Like, Alvarez and Haaland close to each other, I'm happy. He probably could have released Bernardo Silva there. I don't think he realised. Good football, though. Go on. Oh, that was flying. That was Phil. Basically, a return the shot after good cross from Phil as well. Alvarez's cross out towards Phil. Drove it towards the top corner. I think it might have been going in, Yeah, it was straight down the Flecken's throat anyway, you would have called it. If it wasn't being blocked. Hit it sweetly though, Foden. Got to be careful with Tony tonight, haven't we? Tony will score. He will score if he gets a chance. Oh, what's his record been like since he got back? How many has he scored? But 4 and 5. Oh yeah, he's a goal scorer, isn't he, Tony? I knew he's scored a few, but wasn't sure how many he'd been. Yeah, he's absolutely on fire. I don't think it's on the UK dot. I don't know. I'm watching it via VPN in America. Go on, Phil. Well, I'm happy with this. Phil's drifting central. We've got Kyle going quite far. I think it looks like this basically. When we've got the ball, it looks like Kyle's getting up there. Kyle's getting up there. Stonesy out here. Diaz and Akanji. I think it's sort of like that, isn't it? Which means Foden's sort of drifting central when we've got the ball. I like it. It means Phil's central. Ooh, looped header from Haaland. He was not going to score from there. Big Earl, big Ed. He's a big man in the Erling Haaland. He's got to have like Viking blood in him, hasn't he? I know it's such a cliche, but look at him. He always looks a bit like who is it? Is it Ghostbusters 2? The bad dude, like the demon lord or whatever, the gatekeeper. What is it? You know what I'm on about? Someone knows in the chat. Was it Ghostbusters 1? He looks like that guy anyway. Go on, Erling. Oh. I never thought we'd see the day when we had 2 Norwegians starting, by the way, for City in the Premier League. Well, not in the modern era anyway. Oh, it's scrappy back there right now. Yeah, he's sort of alongside Rodri, isn't he, Joe? He's playing as a box-to-box midfielder, basically. Like, you've got a 6, 8, and a 10 today. You've got the 6s, but Rodri. It's classic 6, 8, 10. Bernardo's the 8. Oh, cool. Play Oscar Bob. Ooh. And then you got 10 as Alvarez. I don't know what you're on about, Top Father, but the attendance looks pretty good to me, mate. There's some empty bits at the front. It's funny because I don't think you realise the people who aren't here in Manchester, we don't have like endless supplies of local fans, you know? And the weather is horrific. And some people right now probably will be broke. And there'll be season ticket holders, actually. There'll be season ticket holders who aren't going. I guarantee you. The ones at the front. It still looks like there's close to capacity in there, though. The odd pocket here and there, but largely, I mean, look around. I can see the replays here. It's pretty much full. You get that every round, by the way. It happens at Real Madrid. It happens at Barca, United, everywhere. It's just only City get more attention for it. A horrible Tuesday winter night against Brentford at home will obviously have the odd pocket every now and then where some fans don't turn up because they're tired or skint or not feeling well or the weather's horrific because the traffic's terrible around Manchester. It just is. You think about one thing you don't realise as well if you've not been to Manchester for a game. If you live local, they do the Todd Father. That's the point I'm making. They do have those problems, but people pretend they don't. It's just a meme about Man City. They all do it. That's the thing. You fell for it. You fell for it big time, mate. You have. It happens at every other team. It's just City the only one it gets called up on. But yeah, it takes me about if I went there tonight, it'd take me about 2 hours to get home. Literally would. I'm not even kidding. Like 2 hours to get home. It's ridiculous. Some people can't be arsed, and I don't blame them. There has been Todd Father. Anyway, I'm too busy doing this to go and prove you wrong, but You don't swallow all the propaganda. Go on, Rodri. And the thing is, you can't even deny with Liverpool, they do have loads of fans who come over from Scandinavia and Ireland. We don't have loads of fans in Ireland or Scandinavia because we don't have that size of fan base yet, and that's fine, you know. It just takes time. But we don't have loads of people who bus over from different countries for games. If you want that, you feel free to do it. Get on the plane yourself, Top 5, you know what I mean? But we're oh, nice touch from Bernardo. Beautiful. Go on, Oscar. He's so good, Oscar Bob. Lovely ball from Oscar Bob. Nice football. Phil's drifting central. 33 kilometres, 25 minutes. Scott, mate, that would take hours. With traffic, rough traffic, it'd take ages. I would recommend, by the way, if you're not on TV, get BBC Manchester up. BBC Manchester Radio, because mine is a really good commentator. Because I'm not a commentator, I just more chat away for the game. There we go. Clive said the ground was 17 minutes away, but he's got to drive 2 hours beforehand. It isn't that big. It's just full. The traffic's terrible. The roads, Manchester's traffic's awful, honestly. So City are pressing forward quite well, nicely. They're doing that thing where they're sort of feeling the game out, you know. They're working it out, you know. They're working the opposition out a little bit. Oscar Bob and Bernardo have been passing it around a little bit. Foden's drifting central, which is quite nice. And obviously, if you're looking for a stream, by the way, I would recommend He's Goal, H-E-S, as in him, he'sgoal.com. Or Total Sport EK. EK is in a Steam company, but it's not about me. It's just literally a coincidence. Total Sport EK. You get your stream there, you know what I mean? Totally illegal, obviously, between me and you. Bernardo Silva. Jesus, that's pretty fast, Scott. Yeah, we don't do that in here. And to be honest, mate, we've just got too much traffic, too much cars, and the roads, the infrastructure's terrible. Go on, Oscar. Bernardo. Tried to feed Phil Foden. Phil's very central, by the way. Phil's really central. Which I like. Oh no. They're in. Onyeka's in. They should have scored. Onyeka in there. 1-on-1. He couldn't quite. Walker's closing him down. He couldn't quite get his shot off accurately too. But it's an easy save for Edison. But that's a big chance. Dunner's on the counter again. Oh, Rodri and Foden and Rodri linking up inside the area. Rodri's now on the right wing. Phil's darting past people, spinning around in the area to Alvarez. And Alvarez has just absolutely hoofed it over. It was terrible from Alvarez. Truly terrible, honestly. See the Onyeka chance again, and he's devastated. Oh, it's because he got in behind Rodri. So easy. I mean, it was a good ball and a good ball again, but it's too easy, that. He should score, Onyeka. He should score. Scott, it's because you're... Nico, we don't need fans like you, mate. We really don't. I mean that. You don't watch because we're not good. So you only watch because we're good. So you're not watching because you're studying. There's a difference. Tony got a free kick. This is a good chance for Tony, this. Yeah, it's frustrating, ... I mean, I am very much from the pre-money era. Very, very, very much. Slacker. I don't like Tony from this position here, to be honest. Oh, it's over. He's rasped it over the bar. It's a good effort. Edison had it covered, though. What, Stockport and the City fans? What, as in a crossover? Is it? No, I wouldn't say so. Maybe a small bit, but not largely, no. Stockport were a pretty big... A decent... Wow, Nico, you're massive misunderstanding of football fandom there. So you only care if basically your team's good. So you're not really a fan. You're seeking entertainment. That's what you mean by that, Nico. That's a wild thing. So you think as a fan, you support your team through thick and thin. You watch them and support them on. You don't support. You only expect. You demand entertainment. Unbelievably entitled, Nico, and I cannot take you seriously. That's glory hunter. You want to say you support the best team, basically. That's all you want. That's crazy. I absolutely find that wild, mate. Cheers, Jack. I don't know how he did that, but Jack. But total misunderstanding of football, in my opinion. Oh, nearly. Fair weather fans, yeah, absolutely. I think it's. I would hate to be that person. The value is only derived through success. Nearly through there, by the way. Look at that touch from Bernardo, by the way. Ridiculous. But back to the Stockport thing. There's not a massive overlap. There'll be some, but largely, no. Stockport have got their own fans, you know. City have always been a much bigger club than Stockport, but massively bigger, so... Go on, Oscar. Oh. Why didn't they... Why? They've just done it again, where he was miles offside, and the ref just doesn't blow it. Why not? What if he gets injured? You know what I mean? What if someone gets injured again? It's crazy, linesman. Do your fucking job. Nico, I mean this nicely. Just fuck off with that nonsense. Seriously, fuck off. You want football to make you richer or stronger? Direct results from my actions. You don't have any actions with your team. You sit there on your arse and watch it. You do nothing. I mean this, but you have no value to this team. You're just a number. if you're not going to support them, what are you on about? You haven't got any actions. It's such a weird mentality. It's football. It's a team that you care about. You're meant to care about them. I don't get it. It's so strange. What did you have for dinner, pal? I had a katsu curry, Arbaz is saying. What did you have for dinner? I think I'm going to ignore you for the rest of the day, Nico. You've annoyed me because I think it's weird. Very weird. I hate fair weather fans. I hate it. I hate this whole... It's arrogant. You've got to provide entertainment for me. Don't go and support someone else then if that's all you care about. You know what I mean? Edward, so far we've not been that great. You know, I'm thinking about quitting supporting Man City. I'm going to turn off until they play well and then get a notification for every chance, and I'll turn back on for 10 minutes. So that's what I'm meant to do, right? Biryani today, Martin. Lovely stuff. Yeah, I had a katsu curry from Yo Sushi and a bao bun, which is very nice. Jack, you're a legend, mate. Thank you so much, Jack. Nico, I know you've watched this channel for ages, and I appreciate it massively, but your mentality sometimes drives me mad, so I can't take you seriously. Wrong screen. There we go. That was the ASAN screen. Super chat from Jack Legend says, I love the live watch-alongs. As an American, this truly makes me feel part of the community. Thank you for being so damn awesome. Well, thank you for being so damn awesome too, Jack. Absolutely. Massively appreciated, my friend. Yeah. Sincere lifelong Man City fan here, just chatting away to you, and I'm glad that you enjoy them. I absolutely am. Yeah, you make me feel special, Jack. Genuinely, it means the world to me that you'll sit here and super chat. Thank you so much, mate. Absolutely, you're a legend. Thank you so much, pal. Really, really appreciate it. Scott says his Detroit Lions have been perpetually bad. Lost 60 in 2008, the first time in NFL history. This year they had the best season in modern history, and it was bliss. That's the point. You support your team at your lows. In life, you don't know what highs mean about the lows. That's a general thing. Like, you have to... You don't know what happiness is if you've never been sad. Like, you don't really know what it is. You have to understand what true joy is. You have to understand the peaks and the dips. It's just life. You have to feel it all. That's football. Like, leagues are so much more satisfying when you think they're not going to win them and you could turn it around. Like, the pain makes it more worthwhile, and that's the point of football, you know? You need to be arrogant if you're a man. No, I don't. Arrogance is a horrible, horrible attitude, Nico. Confidence is what you want to be. Confident and charismatic. You don't want to be arrogant. Arrogance, horrible thing. Imagine saying that's what you want to be if you're a man. You've got this weird alpha male mentality, which is absolutely wrong, mate. I do what I want. Hey, do you want to know what confidence is? I do what I want for a living as a dream job. I had my previous dream job as a band. I've got a beautiful wife, beautiful son. I'm not arrogant about it. I feel lucky, but I'm confident and it makes it good. But I don't preach and tell everyone. Arrogance is a horrible, horrible trait. It's a horrible trait. Deplorable one. Don't be arrogant. Be humble. Be decent. And be confident. Absolutely. But arrogance, you don't need to be arrogant if you're a man. Where did you read that? Did Andrew Tate teach you that, pal? You know what I mean? Nonsense. Right, anyway. Oh, chance. No, you're right. Admirable. I'm going to ignore it. Nonsense. I'm just waffling away. Irrelevant stuff. Should have scored. Alvarez just blasted it over. Oh, Nico. Your life sounds so empty, mate. It sounds so empty. I can guarantee you that's not the way to live life as someone who has a really nice life. If you have time, seek entertainment. Oh, my life is fucking awesome. I love my life. And I do not seek financial strength. Nicola will know how happy I am and content in my life, and how I do everything for enjoyment. That's the difference. Everything I do is for enjoyment. Everything. I always seek entertainment. My life is seeking entertainment. My one advice to everyone is earn enough money to get by so you can seek as much entertainment as you want to. That is all I would say. Not getting to me. It's just more I find it funny how people have been so badly advised. Life is literally about entertainment. You get one life and then you die. Enjoy it. Do the things you enjoy. Absolutely. The simple things. Eat the desserts you want to eat. Listen to the music you want to eat. Who cares, man? Who cares? And work, earn some money for your family, but just to do nice things. It's the only thing that matters. You don't die and keep your money, you know what I mean? Oh, Nico, you lost. I'm so sorry, pal. Never mind. Sounds lovely, mine. Come on, Phil. Come on, Phil. We're pressing it forward a little bit now. Oh, Alvarez. Good on you, City Slacker. Oh, you fell for that trap, Nico. I can assure you, Nico, and this sounds really sad. Any bloke with that mentality that you've got, you'll never have a woman that truly loves you. I mean that with deepness. You'll never have a truly fulfilling relationship. Because a really nice, genuine woman never respects that attitude. I can promise you. I can truly promise you. Truly, truly promise you. You'll always be a superficial, empty life. And that is the truest thing I'll ever say on this channel. So if you want a beautiful, fulfilling life, do not follow that. Do not follow that view. Anyway. Nico's always on my videos, so I don't think he's trolling. I think it's actually what his life's like. Because I know what he's like. Go on, Phil. Right, I'm going to ignore you, Nico, now. No more comments from you, pal. My wife has just timed Nico out. Oh, my wife. That makes me a beta male, by the way. My wife's timing people out on the stream. We've actually started to slowly turn through the gears here a little bit. Right, football. I get distracted when I'm tired. I do get. I am a beta. I am a stay-at-home daddy. Am I a beta male? Come on, City, indeed, Beanie. The Candy's going to let one loose? No. We've started to look. Bernardo Silva in the inside left. Oscar whips in a good cross. Oh, Haaland with the acrobatic effort. Just over. Unlucky, Haaland. That would have been some goal if you got that towards a goal. It's not on TV today, Kellon. You'll have to look for a stream, mate, instead. I am your trophy husband, Nicola. You're my trophy wife, you know what I mean? Go on, Oscar. Oh, it's just behind Phil. Oscar down the left. Couldn't quite pick out Phil Foden. That darting little pace of his in behind. I think he sort of might have had to lift it Stelios Oscar there because he probably would have been cut out. I don't know. Come on, City. Oh, nearly to Phil. Fair enough, Nico. Let's agree to disagree. But I will never respect your opinion on Man City because I think it's totally wrong. And I think that riles me. Especially when... My only view is that if you only want City to be good to give you value, you don't have a right to comment about in general. I don't think you do. You'll only enjoy them at the best. You have a right to comment on when they're not playing well. You have to disappear at that point, is what I would say. You'd have a full opinion if you don't find value in the whole picture. So that's what I would say. Yeah, I agree with Jack here. Jack with the super chat says, looking better here. Lots of pressure. Feels like something big is coming. Hopefully, man. Look at this, by the way, here right now going on here. It's crazy. Everyone in 10 yards of each other for the free kick. Thank you once again, Jack. Yeah, it feels like it's going that way, doesn't it, Jack? It was much better for the last 5-10 minutes. Jack, you're a legend. Thank you so much, mate. Octavio, I hate the blue card. And Victor, you're right. Sorry, pal. I get dragged into it. I'll try not to. Simpson, my first ever game was at May Road, mate. In 1994. We beat Swindon 2-1. I've been loads and loads of times, yeah. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. A rickety old wonderful stadium. Loud, vociferous, passionate. In many ways, a lot of people preferred it, and I get it. The Etihad's obviously a better stadium, but the passion, yeah, different. The Etihad obviously feels like home now, though, because we've had so many memories there. You know, home is... It's your memories, isn't it? Don't say what, Dan? Go on, Oscar. Good ball. Ah! Should have been a goal. Should have been a goal. Bernardo should have scored. Lovely ball from Rodri out wide to Kyle Walker. Look at that. He's headed it back to Bernardo. Bernardo's got to score, man. He's got to score. He has to score. Dan, you got me excited, Dan. He's got to score there, Bernardo. That's tapping. Absolute tapping. He's done all right this season, Bernardo. 6 goals in the Premier League as well so far. He's actually had a good season in front of goal. Oh, you mean the performance? All right, Dan. I agree. I think we are getting forward. Yeah, I don't think it's been perfect, admirable this half. Because we've conceded a couple of half decent chances, but what I will say is we are looking a little bit more creative going forward. Weird thing is, when you say we're not clinical, Trippy Panda, I think we actually outperform every season our XG, but we have patches of unclinicalness and then vastly go past it. It's really strange. Like, City do largely... Oh! A Kanji going through there from 25 yards. Yaya Torre, that Kanji there with a whip on it. Thought it was Yaya for a second. Effort, wasn't it? Effort. Who's that, man? Is that Yaya stepping up in the Kanji shirt? I don't think so, Sim. I was only a kid, mate, with the main road. But that didn't take us to any pubs for the game, really. It was more like... Oh, go on, Phil. Thought he was going to shoot then, Phil. Nicola wants a slow cooker, everyone. Could you get one in the chat? We haven't got any space in the kitchen, Nicola, but I guess you can if you want to. Oh, he's got a score there. Another chance. Diaz. He's got a score. Big chance. Yeah, Taylor said get the Insta part. I don't know what that is. What, is it like an Instagram stroke cooker? Oh, Phil with a volley. Keeps coming to Phil at the edge of the area, doesn't it? Nicola, obviously, just do what you need. We'll just get rid of some stuff. Do you know where the all the Tupperware is, Nicola? We can put it under there because we don't really use that side. Or put it on top of the fridge. Not a bad shout, Scott. We've got a small kitchen, by the way. We've got appliances everywhere. Air fryer, waffle maker, which we use a lot because Ruben loves waffles. It's true. Ruben calls them Wawa. Waffles. Wawa? Oh, come on. Go on, Oscar. Oh! No! Oh, Oscar, mate. How has that not gone in? Exactly, wife. Pressing here now. We're pressing. I love it. I need to see a replay of that again. Oscar Bob, man, his decision making. So, Nico, I didn't mean to. Look, Nico, I'm sorry, pal. I will apologise. I didn't mean to get rude. But we have fundamental worldviews that are different, and I hate the fair weather thing, especially given you're a moaner a lot, to be fair. You know what I mean? I apologise. But be aware, if you're a fair weather fan, your opinion's worth less. It's a fact. Jack, Jack, you do realise that sounds a little bit unintentionally sexist. Let the woman have the instant slow cooker. Get back in the kitchen is what you're saying, Jack. Nicola. No, I agree. You should have it. I don't do what you want, Nicola. She's the money, the breadwinner these days anyway. So I can't say anything. Honestly, we've just got no space. We'll find space for it though. Jack, you're a legend. Go on. Better this, by the way. Nicola, just make sure you measure it out because you have no sense of size. Not Belgian waffles, so sort of like savoury ones. You make them for Ruben with oats. You know, oats. You're making me sound bad there, Nicholas. So saying size doesn't matter. I can assure you, that's not an issue. Oh, Alvarez. We've absolutely upped the chances here, you know. We're finally going to see a replay of that Oscar Bob chance. Look at this touch from Oscar Bob. Oh, so good, man. He's so unlucky. Look at that dummy. Unbelievable. It's Mahrez-esque, isn't it, that? I don't care about Mr. Whoever, Mr. Waller, Mr. Wally or whatever. I've never heard of him. Never heard of him, and I don't care about him. Nico, I can promise you. Brentford do look tired, and they should look tired. What happened there with Rodri? What is going on here, man? Crack on, lads. City fans apparently chanting, Ivan Toney, you should have cashed out. You should have cashed out. You should have cashed out, Ivan Toney. It has flown by Youssef, you're right. And it is a bit frustrating. I agree. He's not touched him, he's dived. Unbelievable dive. Unbelievable. Jesus Christ, ref. Took a dive off the high board there, man. Flopped. Belly flopped everywhere. Oh, you wouldn't know him, Sims, in my band. We were a Manchester one. We were like a hype band. Never quite made it, but we were good. You know, we did it quite seriously for a while. We're called Embers. Oh, Jesus. Onyeka with the header. Unopposed. Great save from Edison. Football, that was a FIFA save. It's a good header, to be fair. It was quite an easy save for Edison, but it was very well done. Travis, that's exactly what I think we all expect to happen, mate. Travis is an Arsenal fan. Look, yeah, it's gonna be De Bruyne will come on. I would think and expect it to be that. I apologise, Victor, for giving you that PTSD. God, always in behind. Teams getting behind us so easy. Bernardo's fallen over. Bernardo. Lovely stuff, lads. Oh, again. Was that Diaz with the F? Was Diaz playing as a striker then? I'm watching via VPN, Jake. I've got an American stream logged in. Definitely prefer this. Yeah, look at that. Ruben. Look, lovely football, by the way. Rodri to Phil. Phil to Bernardo. Bernardo to Diaz. To fair, Victor, Mancini destroyed his own defence. The next after that first season, he dropped Lescott, brought in Nastasic, and the defence got a lot weaker, in my opinion. I didn't rate Nastasic. I thought he was standoffish, and we were much worse defensively the season after we won the league. Yeah, everyone loved Nastasic because he was young, but he was. I don't like. I didn't. Yeah, exactly. We won a treble. Yeah, so our defense was the best in the league last season. But largely, I was just taking it as face value. But for me, I always felt that. Yeah, I like defenders that are proactive. You know, ones that sort of try and do the actual defending instead of waiting for someone else to do it. Nastasic was the latter. Go on, Stonesy. Stones stinging the keeper's hands. In the last 2 minutes, Diaz and Stones have stung the keeper's hands. That's pep ball for you. Admiral Holland probably would, yeah, but the thing is, everyone defends against City, so it's hard. How do you have a system that's more open when everyone gets so deep? Like, how do you manufacture everyone to not sit back against us? I don't know how you do it. That's a yellow for Stones, that. Yeah, it is, yeah. It is a yellow card, that tells you that. Yeah, Flecken is having a first half like the second game, last game. We should be winning this comfortably already. Oh, come on. We've had enough chances so far. Ah, Kyle. Well, I would say his goals he scored last season, Victor, means he can score 50-odd goals for us, so... You know, that's the most he's ever scored in his life, you know. I'd say it worked. Half-time. What does everyone make of it? It hasn't been ideal. It hasn't been perfect. Not terrible. Not terrible. They did have that little spell where they got, you know, in behind a couple of times, but it hasn't been horrific. It hasn't been perfect. I don't think it's been, you know, Christian's typo there. Suitable crosses guy. Yeah, he's not good at crosses at all, is he? It hasn't been ideal, this, has it? It's been a reasonably frustrating half of football, I would say. Let me quickly just tweet out a link to this. It's weird. We've had loads of chances, I would say. It's been better than Chelsea. I honestly think it has been better than Chelsea. It's one of those things where we probably should be winning. You see the stats there, you know. 17 shots, 6 on target. Bernardo's missed the sitter in particular. Alvarez should have scored, I reckon. Oscar Bob cleared off the line. Some decent efforts from others. Overall, I mean, the XG of 1.68, it should be at least 1-0 up. At least 1-0 up. Could be 2-0 up, I reckon. They've had some decent moments. That one real chance, the big chance was on Yeko, I'd say, when he went through on goal. He probably should score that. But then once again, the XG was only reasonably small. But that was a massive chance for them. Walker did just enough to get back. It has been a decent half. Not a great half, but a decent half. We were sort of slow for about... You can see the point where he got better, basically. He got better. This was around the halfway point of the first half here. It was a little bit up and down. We started reasonably well. Then it was about 10 minutes where it was a little bit bitty, and Brentford had a bit of a spell. So after that, we went really good. We were really, really aggressive. And you can see there, just 5 minutes before half-time, City were really taking over. And I think largely we had a really dominant spell of football, which is what I've been waiting for, to be honest. I thought we were going to score. It feels a lot like the first game we played against them away, where we had to sort of change it a little bit, tweak it a little bit. Then when we got the goal, we were reasonably comfortable after that. I reckon that when the goal comes, there should be 2, 3, 4 goals quite soon after. I would hope and feel so. It is a bit frustrating. It hasn't been perfect. I think Alvarez has been better, by the way. Better than previous games. I think Alvarez does a lot. It's very tempting to sit here and just slag off Alvarez because he's not the guy that everyone wants right now. But I don't think it's fair. I think Alvarez has been much better than the previous game. I think he has. He's been on the ball a lot more. You know, he's had a couple of good chances. His passing's been 100% accurate. He's worked pretty hard. I'm not saying he's been great, but his link-up play's been good. He's been better. He's been better. He should have scored maybe, but he's been better. I would still change him for KDB, obviously. I think I like the fact that Phil's drifting inside. I want Phil on the ball a little bit more. Phil drifting central is nice, though. So far, he's had 38 touches. Get him on the ball more. One key pass for him. Rodri, of course, he's doing his Rodri thing as he always does. 51 out of 58 passes so far. A couple of sloppy ones there for Rodri standards, actually. Oscar Bob was looking nice. Oscar Bob with a beautiful moment of skill. Oscar, he's such a mesmerically gifted player, isn't he? That touch, by the way, Jesus, man. That guy's got a family. Why are you doing that? You sent him to Tesco. Honestly, you just sent him out of the stadium. You sent him to Aldi. Not Aldi, Asda across the Alan Turing Way. Like, you sent him across the road, out of the ground. Wonderful stuff. Just off the line. Was it Ben Mee cleared it off the line? Ben, you... Damn you. Ex-Man City player, City fan. City fan, I think he is, Asiku. He was former youth captain, actually. He won the FA Youth Cup as a captain for Man City's youth team in 2008, I reckon. Great player. And a lovely lad, by the way. I've done work with him before. Very nice guy. Akanji's been really good, by the way. He's been excellent. Yeah, I actually agree. Akanji on the left has been so good. He's got a bit of pace, of course, as well. He's been good today. Akanji's been excellent. He's been the best of the defenders, I would say, Akanji. Really good. Bernardo everywhere. To be honest, I think it's been a pretty good performance. Brentford have sort of gotten behind us a couple of times. I can't pretend it's been perfect. It's not quite as open as the Chelsea game, and I do think Brentford are very good at doing what Chelsea do in the counter as well. So I feel like if we weren't playing as well as we did, if we weren't playing better than we did against Chelsea, I think Brentford would have scored by now. Oh, Bernardo should have scored, by the way. I mean, the big chance came from Rodri's diagonal to Kyle Walker. Walker on the overlap, headed it back across the goal. Bernardo 6 yards out, a completely unopposed header. He's put it wide of the post. And Oscar Bob off the line. The dummy is just sensational. Sensational stuff. With his right foot. It's so nice. It has been a bit open at the back. But, you know, they had a decent header as well, but it was like, 18 yards out, the header. It literally was on the penalty spot. He's going to take something insane to score from there. It was a good save from Ederson in the end. But we've been the better side. You have to be particularly miserly to be too critical of his performance. If we were winning 1-0, 2-0, it would have been a fair score so far. I mean, the stats show it all there. 17 shots. Look, this will tell you how it's gone down. Look at Flecken here. Flecken absolutely flying. An 8.1 for them. 5 saves. Yeah, he's done really well. He's done really, really well. They're defending well. Ben B's having a blinder. Of course he is, the ex-City lad. We just need to take our chances. Like, Pep's coached a performance here. Like, it should be enough. Like, it should be enough. It's not about who's on the pitch, who isn't on the pitch here. Like, obviously you want De Bruyne on. De Bruyne makes us better, Ake, whatever, Kovacic, Nunez, Rico Lewis, Doku. There's options there, but the performance has been more than good enough to be in front. There's been some nice moments of composure as well. I actually quite liked some of the play. There was quite a lot of intricacy around the edge of the area, which I like, because I feel like we're at our worst when the team is really stretched. City are at the best when everyone's sort of camped around the area like this. So when we get forward, everyone is around here. Foden's in this pocket there, Alvarez is there, and Walker's up here, and Rodri and Silva, and you've got everyone up here crushed in like that, and they're really smothered into the area. I like it when we're doing that, and we're just passing it to this way and that way, and they're all moving around, and these little intricate 1-2s. When we're doing that and we're camped in the half, it's very hard for teams to defend, simply because all their defenders are they're all in this space here. So that's why it's hard to counter. I know they did have one chance where there was a really nice pass over the top, but that's why it becomes hard, because all their defenders are back, and the further you are, the best form of defense is attack. The further they are back and sat here in between all these players, the easier it is, to defend. We were better at that. Against Chelsea, it felt a lot more like this, why we were rushing forward, and it was a little bit more disjointed, and the ball was getting over here, and Doku was trying to beat people, but then some people were up, it felt like this. It felt like this against Chelsea, when it was more like that, and there's a bit more. Rodri was sort of getting to here, but there was a big gap here between the defenders, and it was easier to sort of counter. So this feels different. It feels a little bit more structured. We're watering the pitch apparently one side. Good. Brilliant. That was not awful, mate. That was absolutely not awful. That's too unfair, man. We should be winning that. If we take our chances, it's 2-0, and everyone's saying it's a really good performance so far. The only problem, my issue, has been the final product. I think it's been decent. Not great. I've always been a good half. The only thing we're missing is goals. I feel like people have got a very different perception of the game from me. I don't think it's been terrible at all. Yeah, Walker isn't good. He hasn't got an end product. We know that. Though, to be fair, Walker should have an assist. Like, Walker's created the biggest chance of the game, with his header across the goal. So, how have they been lucky, mate? How have the chances you've had been lucky? How is Oscar Bob's brilliant bit of skill after penning them in? That they were truly penned in. It was panic stations, a bit of skill off the line. How is that lucky? How is Rodri's gorgeous diagonal ball to Walker crossing it back to Bernardo Silva lucky? I don't know. I don't understand how it's lucky, mate. It was just good bits of skill and good pressure. And a lot of the chances we had came from pressure. You don't have to like Alvarez in midfield, but Alvarez has been better today than he has the other day. But I don't think... Came from a deflection? No, it came from a clearance. But a lot of goals come from that, What's wrong with that? That comes from penning them in. I don't know. I don't agree with that. And, what about you can't just ignore the best chance of the game, the Bernardo Silva one. Anyway, we're playing fine. Bertrand says, what did Bertrand say? Yeah, we do need to score. I do think we need to score. We are labouring in front of goal at the moment. I was really hoping today for the strongest team possible, and we put in a good 4-5-0. I was really hoping for an immense performance. I'm not saying we've been great, brother. I think we've been pretty decent. We've worked pretty hard. We've created chances. We should be winning. I mean, the XG says it all, really. I know you might not care about that stuff, but it's a reasonably good metric. 17 shots, 5 saves for Flecken. It's been good. KDB for Haaland, says Eagle. That's an interesting one. Never happened, mate. I would say we're going to win, by the way. I'm almost certain we're going to win. I don't feel any anxiety about it. I think we've been the better side. I think we've got plenty of time to get the goal. Then after that, I reckon we'll see quite a few in a row. Yeah, I'm quite relaxed about it. I don't picture any changes right now. There could be some changes, but I'm not predicting any changes. For me, I reckon it'll be sort of as you were, crack on, And then hopefully, we get the goal. If we don't get the goal, I suspect we'll see De Bruyne. De Bruyne will come on. Yeah, absolutely will come on. That seems inevitable, doesn't it, really? De Bruyne obviously will come on. We could see Nunes come on potentially. Doku could come on as well. I don't think we really need anything drastic. We just need to get that goal. It's weird. What do you say is this is why I can never be a coach. How would you tell people to take your chances? What do you say? Score your chances, please, lads. You know what I mean? How do you do it? How do you tell people to score? I don't know how you do it. Jack with a super chat. Thank you so much, Jack. You superstar, mate. Thank you so much for this. Jack's been a legend in this video. Thank you so much, Jack. Jack says, like Pepe's constantly saying, the team that plays best doesn't always win. Just keep creating. We're doing well and having a good season. Everyone is fine. People need to chill out. We are going to do something memorable this season. I don't know what it'll be, but we will win something, by the way. I'm adamant we'll win one of the 3. I don't know what it'll be. Hopefully it'll be the big ones. But I'm very relaxed, Absolutely. The team plays best doesn't always win. And we're playing best right now, Kanji's long ranger, by the way. Yaya Toure-esque. Oscar Bob off the line. Diaz and John Stones sticking the hands of the keeper. Bernardo missing a sitter. Alvarez firing it over from a few yards out. Come on, you Blues, man. Come on, you Blues. Jack, love you, mate. Yeah, as Jake, you have to score the fucking goal, guys. That's what he does, Pep, doesn't he? You have to score the fucking goal. Guys, everybody sit down. What? Drink. You have to score the goal. That's my terrible impression of Guardiola. What else is the? Guys, so proud. We won't win the league if we don't turn it around. Well, yeah, we no, not turn it around. We just have to score. You know, we're not losing. I don't think he's an average centre back. I think he was excellent. You know, for last season towards the run, Akanji. But I think Akanji's a really good player. Is he a truly world class elite one? I don't know, but he's a very good player. I'd rather have him in the squad than not. I really like Oscar Bob as well, Tom. Yeah. I think Oscar Bob's got a massive future. I think he's had a good game. Good game so far. It won't get to 75 minutes. It won't get to that. It'll be like, well, the changes will come after 60, 65, which leaves half an hour, doesn't it? Yeah, I sort of miss Laporte a little bit as well. I don't think we win the treble with Laporte, though. I really don't. I think the other lads that we got in are Kanji and Ake and so on. I think they're better natural defenders. I really think they are. I think they're more focused in, like, Kanji. Laporte had a big mistake in him quite often. I don't think that's unfair. He did. Right. Anyway, second half, guys. Predictions. Go. On me, don't worry, mate. Guardiola's already said he's never always going to play as far forward. Once again, the best biscuits. Bloody love a caramel digestive. Absolutely. Let me have a bite, all right? And don't judge me. You're judging me, aren't you? Do you want me to mute it? So, off we goop, says Dan. Goop's a good word. I like it. The best biscuits, honestly. There's no better biscuit. Go on, Oscar. Oh, Phil. Decent area. Yeah, I don't like the white ones. The white digestives by Adam Shaw. No chance, Adam. No, white digestives, wrong. I love white chocolate, it's just not right. Caramel, always. Right. Second half. Look, City. Look, I love you, City. I really do. I love you, but you have to score the fucking goals, guys. You have to. You have to. Ah, Sarah Wilson. Sarah, thank you so much. Sarah, you're a legend. Thank you, Sarah. Look, I must say, if there's ever a super chat, I really enjoy it to fund biscuits. Because I like biscuits, you know? I'm feeling biscuits, you know? Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Sarah, you're a legend. Thank you. What a person. Yeah, hopefully my mic sounds a bit better, Siku, here. It can be a little bit low. Yeah, I think it's sometimes... Yeah, I'll sort it out. It's because I'm not upstairs sometimes with my mic. A biscuit super chat. It's the best kind of super chat, isn't it, wife? Sarah's a legend. I think Sarah often likes Ruben Instagram stories as well. I think she does. Sarah, you're a legend. Thank you so much. Your favourite biscuit? This is my favourite biscuit. A caramel digestive. It's a digestive biscuit with caramel on it. Oh, it's perfect. Is the best, Sarah. Sarah Biscuits, Sergio Busquets. I like it. Absolutely. Miles better. No legacies, Sergio Busquets. But Sarah Biscuits, top tier. Cookies. Well, Jack, we have cookies, but they're the ones where you get chocolate chips in. That's a cookie. Don't know why I call them differently. Jack with a super chat saying, like, the only thing a cookie for us is literally like a round biscuit with chocolate chips or whatever. That's a cookie. But they're not biscuit. I can't explain it. A biscuit is an encompassing term, though. You know what I mean? Jack, you're a legend. Thank you so much. I'm off to Tesco later to buy some more. Tesco would be called Walmart to you. That's Asda, actually. You know what I mean? You're Tesco in America? You don't have Tesco in America. I'll get crack on now. Jack's a legend. Go on. What a pass from Oscar Bob. Oh shit, they're countering here. Oh no, this is a break here. I think we got back. Yeah, we got back. It's all right. We're okay. Biscuits and gravy, mate. What are you on about? That was a decent counter, but nothing came from it, thankfully. I agree, Taylor. Do I remember about 3 years ago where we were really good at set pieces and we scored them? We had the most in the league that we scored. What happened? Go on, Kyle. Kyle. It took about a million years to get your cross in, mate. Go on, Blues. Oh, Kyle's cross. Oh, it picked out Foden. His touch let him down. Rodri wide. Max is right. We're good, then crap, then good, then crap. At least you buy seasonal. Like, 1 year we're good at him, the next year we're bad at him. I don't know what it is. What are you on about, mate? Dan, are you referring to something, Dan, there? Actual referring to something? Yeah, Kyle should have had a couple of assists potential, well, a couple of chances created at least. Come on, City, man. Come on, City. Thing is, the role Kyle Walker's playing right now is so Jeremy Frimpong. I'm a big fan of Frimpong. He has the pace to chase back as well, that's the thing. Oh, nearly for Bernardo. Go on, Oscar. I don't know how many can defend at that level, Max. He's got a lot of pace. He's a better defender than people like Rico because he's got loads of pace. But yeah, he's aggressive and works really hard for Impong. I watched him for the academy for years, and he'd at least get back. You know, get up, Tony, man. There's nothing wrong with you. The Todd Farmer, mate. Are you having a laugh there? Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's not leaving Liverpool to go Man City. Never in a million years, pal. Never in a million years. You're on about Jan Kuto, Michael Taylor, and I don't think Jan Kuto is a City level player. I don't think he is personally. I think he's all right. I think he's a good player, but I don't think he's City level. Oh, come on, man. That's really poor from Diaz. Or Stones. It was Stonesy. Dan, that was a free kick, I reckon. Yeah, it's a bit soft, but you definitely fouled him, Dan. To be honest, they have been fouls, all these. Yeah, Rodri just stood on his foot there, Dan. It looks up, but he stood on his foot and he went down. Oh, Gundo would be great, wouldn't he, Usman? Bloody hell. Phil pumps it up the pitch. I'm not worried yet that City's lacquer. Just cautious, I would say. Come on, Blues. I still think the goal, if we get the goal anytime soon, they come in reasonably quick succession. We just can't take our chances, can we? That's the thing. It's going to be KDB on soon, isn't it? Almost certainly KDB to the rescue again. Oh, come on, City. So many free kicks. The crowd is... I can hear the crowd. Yeah, City, City, the best team in the land and all the world. Mopai's coming on. Within 5 minutes there'll be a change, I'm almost certain. We're not really here. Haaland's won a free kick. Nice, Haaland. Was that throw in? Go on, Blues. Free kick in a decent area here. That's why you wish you had Kevin it. Ah, header wide. Kanji down at the back. Doku on. Interesting. Yeah, Roslev there, sort of... It's mad, isn't it, how you get away with sort of just having your arms wrapped around a player. I think Bob's coming off here, do you reckon? I wonder if you bring Alvarez off and put Bob on the right. I would. He won't do, he'll bring up Bob. But I would put Bob on the right, Foden central. Alvarez off. Doku on the left. Ah, Kyle. What makes you say that 50 days? What makes you say KDB's injured? He's on the bench right there. Go on, Oscar. Doc, you're not on yet. Come on, Blues. Nice, Bob. Oh, unlucky. Foul on Diaz. Yellow card on Wisser. Getting a bit nervous. I did see the thread about Docky on the right wing. I'd like to see it too. I would like to see it. Give it a go. Ah, come on, Blues. Bernardo Silva, mate. Jesus, what was that? Gee, that's the worst. That is genuinely the worst free kick I've ever seen. Jesus, bloody hell. Right, dock it one anyway for Bob. Bit harsh on Bob, I reckon. But go on, Jeremy. Come on, man. Go on, City. Ah. Bit clunky here, aren't we? Played Haaland. We're definitely lacking a little bit of creativity, I would say, overall. Oh, come on, man. There's nothing on that. Alvarez giving a free kick against him. Jack, thank you so much. Jack says Bob's close control is almost Foden-esque. Yeah, he's ridiculous. He's an immensely talented footballer. I think he's still best on the right, or number 10. I don't think he's a left winger at all. I think a lot of people who don't know him probably think he plays on the left a lot. He doesn't. He's never played there before until Pep put him there. A la Palmer, really, in that way. But he's an excellent player. I agree, mate. Quality player. Big love, Jack. This is uninspiring. Yeah, Mopa's going to score, isn't he? Oh, Phil, we've got to do better than that, mate. Oh, play the ball to Doku, man. It took about 4 years to get out wide to him there. Kanji just... You can tell he's a defender there. He doesn't have the vision. Oh, come on, man. There's nothing in that at all. He's not... He's gone down like he's been elbowed in the head. Get up, you soft arse. Maybe it's hurting. Benby's not soft, to be fair. So, Neil Mopé's coming on now. Ben Mee. Ben Mee's alright. He's fine. He's milking it. We're 20 minutes into this half and we've not done anything. We've got 2 shots. Second half definitely worse than the first half so far. Not good enough. Oh, lads, come on, man. This is not... Something needs to change soon. That's not true for you. I say Pep gets things wrong all the time, but I also give him credit, benefit of doubt. KDB's got to come on. He's got to come on inside the next few minutes. He has to. This is a must-win game. We've got to win it. We've got to come on. He's got to come on. He sort of did Michael at the start, remember? Thing is, largely, I usually judge Pep at full time, you know, because go on, Alvarez, because he sort of got to see the whole plan play out. If that makes sense. No idea about KDB. We're just speculating. I'm no idea. Go on. Ah, oh, Phil, mate. What is that? For someone of like Foden's quality there, that's just... Edge of the area there. 20 yards over the bar. Look at that on Haaland, by the way. How is that not a foul? It's mad how you can just do that to Haaland, by the way. Kev doesn't look even like he's going to come on, does he? I'm a bit worried here, lads. I'm not going to lie. A little bit worried. Go on, Erling. Go on, Erling. Yes! Come on! Finally! There we go. There's your man, Erling Haaland. We did it. Erling through on goal. Bottom corner, you take what you can get, don't you? Absolutely gifted, but Haaland, you beautiful, wonderful Norse god of a man. The Viking has just swung his axe. 1-0 Man City. There you go. Just as I was getting nervous, absolutely beautiful stuff. There we go. I mean, Alvarez through to Haaland. No, he's got a touch. Defender slipped. Haaland's gone round him. Look at that finish. Composure. Brilliant. You make your own look a bit there. Alvarez gets the assist. Defender slips, but Haaland's probably going around him anyway, you know. Probably is. There we go. There we go. There we go. How the turntables. Erling, you absolute god of a man. You Norse god. I feel so relieved. Don't know about you guys, but I was getting a little bit edgy. Everyone, and breathe. And breathe. And calm. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And do the breathing thing there. Breathe in through your nose. 6 seconds. Out through your mouth. Come on. There we go. There we go. Don't concede here. Oh, Tony shoots. Not bad effort from Tony. Relief. Can you feel it? Can you sense it? Can you taste it? Don't do anything stupid now, City. Don't do something I wouldn't do. Don't do anything stupid. No simple goals. No simple goals conceded. Just nice, composed football. Kovacic, I absolutely agree. Get Kovacic on. Kovacic needs to come on because he is a good footballer. And he composed the game. Neil's bang on with that. Kovacic for me. Kovacic for Alvarez. Kovacic on for Alvarez for me. Ooh, go on, Erling. Oh, deflecting mean that. Either way, that's funny. Scott, you legend. Scott says, Blue Moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Come on, City, get in. Haaland. Haaland. I love you, Scott. Absolutely love you, man. Legend. No messing now, City. No faffing about. Let's get the likes up, by the way, Blues. 200 people watching. Let's get the likes up. We can do it. Scott, you're a superhero. Thank you so much for the super chat, as always. Come on, you Blues. Oh, the relief. Need to win. I'm doing some work in town tomorrow, some filming, ahead of the derby stuff. I didn't know what I was saying to the guy I'm filming with. I don't want to do it after a disappointing performance because the mood will be terrible for City-related stuff in town. We need to win today. Oh, we need to win anyway, but I just can't face it. We need to win today. Go on, Doku. Scott, you're a legend. Good stuff. Defend, don't be stupid. Go on, Doku, go forward. There we go. Come on with you Blues. They're slowing down a little bit. Honestly, I'd bring Kovacic on for Alvarez. So, the table, as it stands, is there. 1 point behind Liverpool. We aren't at our best. I can't pretend we are. But we're there. We're there. If you're there, you got a chance. That's all that matters, you know? Football is funny that way. It's so unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen. You never know who's going to score randomly 10 goals in 10 games. You never know who's going to become a hero. Who's going to become a superstar. Who's going to become a saviour. You never know if Liverpool could just lose Alisson Becker for the rest of the season and concede a bunch of goals. You never know if Arsenal could have a bad run of form. You never know. So basically the point I'm making is you just got to be there. If you're there, you got a chance. Be there. Right, come on, Blues. No idea. Clear as anything foul. I think you all need a lot of Doku debate immediately. The guys, you know, I don't know. I don't think I have the energy to rant about Doku right now. He's done nothing wrong since he came on. He's 21, Doku. In his first season. He's played, what, 15 games, if that? I don't know. Barely anything, really. It doesn't feel like a big deal to me, Doku. Everyone loved him 10 games ago, you know. Then he's slowed down a bit. Young lad, first season. Different expectations, learning new ways. It's complicated. Go on, Stonesy. Yeah, well, Grealish is 28 as well, don't forget. Grealish is exactly 10 years younger than me. We share the same birthday. I think there's something in that, what Octavio said. Octavio, I think there is. I do agree, Octavio. I think we do sort of miss Grealish's composure with no Gundogan. I always love to see Grealish in midfield. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'd love to have seen it. I'd be fascinated to see. Offside or... Oh, it's offside. 2, but offside. Beautiful football, by the way. Yeah, he's offside. He's offside. Unlucky Erling. Nice football, by the way. Really nice football. He's only just off, by the way. Only just off. Yeah, it was lovely play by Walker. Another headed cross from Walker. Yeah, literally like that, wasn't it? Like that. A foot off, barely a foot off, if that. Brentford straight out for a goal kick. Right, we've got 10 minutes left of 10 minutes left of time. We've gone into sort of a conservation mode, and I quite like it. I like it. We're not doing anything crazy. Second goal would be lovely though. Come on, you Blues. Score another bloody goal because I need a goal. Come on, City. Oof, Walker. Probably yellow that for Walker. Yeah, I see yellow that for Walker. XG of 2.18. So we got the... Another goal would be nice. I see what you're getting at, Victor. I see what you're getting at, Victor, actually, with the whole Doku, you can see it in his eyes thing. Maybe. I know what you're getting at. Like, there is a small part of the back of my head that thinks, is he who he is and will he get any better? But at the same time, I think it might be unfair because you never know. We don't know him. He's 21 and you can unlock the part of yourself that you don't know is there, can't you? Surrounded by elite players. And I understand what you're getting at because I've had the similar thoughts myself. But once again, he's 21 and he might realise that a taste of success can change someone, you know. Like Johnny Stones, for example. Stones, City were going to sell him. City were going to sell Stones to Spurs because Pep had given up on him. Stones at one point was behind Otamendi, Fernandinho, Eric Garcia. Who else? There was someone else at the City at the time, centre backs wise. Laporte. He was like behind so many people. And then, for whatever reason, he got serious. Played Haaland. But yeah, I know what you mean. I've had those similar doubts, but yeah, you don't. It's hard to judge someone at 21 fully because he's obviously talented. He did. Fernandinho was there when he was like 34 years old, playing centre back ahead of him. It was crazy. Ooh, good ball. Haaland with a snapshot. He wasn't going to score from there, but it's a good ball. Alvarez in behind. Haaland. Was it Foden in behind? Was it? Don't know. Alvarez, I think. Kovacic coming on is exactly what I wanted to hear, Dan. Thank you so much. I mean, it was off the pitch stuff, maybe, Neil, but either way, it's seriousness of life, isn't it, you know? Whatever it is, the same thing. He wasn't focused enough. He wasn't there mentally, but he grew up, you know? He grew up because he had to, or he would have been shipped off by the best manager in the world, so you learn. I'm not saying it's a one-for-one example, you know. The point is that making people change. People can change. And they do change, you know. Some don't, but some people do. Yeah, I do wonder, Doku. I do wonder what his limit is. Is it like AC Milan kind of limit, or is it Man City limit, you know? And there's no shame in falling a bit short of City's level. But we don't know. Time will tell. I think he's a bit smarter than we give him credit for, though, Doku. I do think he is. I think he's got a nice little pass on him. He's got a lot to learn, but a lot of natural ability. Nice football, lads. Go on. Oh, bloody hell, Alvarez. No subtlety to his game at all. The commentators just said the same, Dan. They need to start warming up again. Been waiting for ages. Like City keeping the ball really nicely here, by the way. It's a masterclass in possession recycling. And they're all involved, Doku too, you know. We're all doing the part to keep the ball really nicely. At this stage of games, this is what you do. You want to take the sting out of it. Nice bit of control here from City. Oh, all that ended with a Phil Foden rasping drive, 20 yards, keeper tipped it over the bar. Lovely stuff. Good effort. Keeper saved well. Flecken loves Man City, doesn't he? Kovacic on for Alvarez is the right call. Even it is for 4 minutes now instead of 10. Oh, we're the boys in blue. Oh. Go on, Phil. We're good at keeping the ball here, aren't we? This is what we're very good at. You know, this whole... I don't see it, Taylor. Alvarez to me is just a striker. He's a striker. He's a backup striker, Alvarez. That's what he is to me. Like, we just got to get through here, you know. Get the win. Go on, Doku. Play, lad. Calm it down there. Well, that's what he is, though, Max. He's not Haaland, and he is sort of our second striker. He's a striker. I like Alvarez, but he's not Haaland, and he shouldn't be playing as a midfielder. But he can do, but not when you got Foden. You know what I mean? Foden should be there instead. I don't think he's been terrible today, Alvarez, as a 10. I don't think he's a terrible 10. I think he's not a Man City level 10. I think he's pretty decent. Oh, what he is and what he should be are different things, Taylor, you know? Oh, go on, Phil. Go on, Phil. Ah, how has he missed? Why is he trying to round the keeper? Phil, just shoot. Oh, it's a great save from the keeper, to be fair. It's a great save from Flecken. I love a Phil Foden. Phil gliding through the middle is just such a pleasant sight, isn't it? It's a lovely sight. The turn of pace and his elegance when he gets going. By the way, since he's come on, I've got to say, Doku's been really mature. Like, can we give him the credit he deserves? I honestly love watching Phil run with the ball. Oh, Haaland! Right down the keeper's throat. Phil could have got an assist there as well. Phil, like, down the wing, beautiful stuff. Plays in Kovacic, who steps over it to Haaland. Oh, lovely, unlucky. Could have been two. Go on, Phil. Oh, Haaland, mate. It's a Lukaku touch, isn't it? We should have scored a few here towards the end, shouldn't we? Odin, right now it's comfortable, mate. Really comfortable. We're, to be honest, we should have scored a couple of goals in the last few minutes. We're just breaking through with ease. They're pushing up, trying to score. We're counting them very easily. Still, it's only one, so you never know. But we are doing quite well so far. We're in control. Yeah, Kovacic is ace. What a player. So good. Oh, go on, Doku. Oh, nearly. I think he's such a nice footballer, Kovacic. I don't agree with that at all, Harry. I think Kovacic gets Spurs shot with the FA Cup was excellent. He was the best player on the pitch for us. He got another injury, but I thought he was looking really good. I like Kovacic. I agree he had a bit of a dip around his injury in like November, October stage, but I think since then he's been excellent. I think we look more of a City side with him in the pitch. Oh, corner here. Last minute corner for them. Flecken's up. I don't like this. Last minute corner. Keeper's up for Brentford. I'm actually nervous. I'm actually nervous. Flecken nearly got it as well. He's volleyed Rodri. Flecken. Rodri's done really well there. I swear, if Rodri's injured from bloody Flecken of all people. Shut up, PS. No one's falling for it, mate. Game's over, pal. And it is over. Thank God for that, eh? Absolutely massive result. Absolutely huge relief. 1-0. It was not pretty in the slightest. It was deserved, absolutely deserved. But you will take it, won't you? You will take it. 1-0 Man City against Brentford. It's been miserly. It's been sort of difficult. It hasn't been nice to watch at all. But we got the 3 points, and that is all that matters. We are 1 point behind Liverpool. 3 points is 3 points. A war of attrition in the end, but I will take it. I will take it. Absolutely will take it. 3 points in the bag, job done. And there we go. That is the only thing that matters there. 1 point off Liverpool. 1 point off Liverpool. Should have been more. It should have been more, by the way. Absolutely should have been more. 25 shots to 11. We need to get better in front of goal because they're making life difficult for us. But either way, lovely stuff. I'll be very happy with that. I'm happy with that. We're good. We're very good. Guys, I've really enjoyed this watch along. It's been really nice. It's been good fun. Loads of people have been here. We've been having a good chat. Thanks to Scott and Jake for the super chat support. I will be, of course, going live in a bit for my match reaction. What was your verdict for that game? To be honest, I thought Doku had a nice cameo, actually, to be honest, Tom. I'm not saying he changed the game or anything like that, but Doku brings something different. And sometimes you bring a player on to sort of change the dynamic as well in terms of how a team defends. Because Doku demands the team defends in a different way than Oscar Bob, you know. I'm not saying he changed the game, but, you know, it was fine. Pep must still be sacked. You're an idiot or you're a troll. Which one is it? You choose. The guy who's won us everything you could possibly win should be sacked. Is that right, Fia? Jesus Christ. You're Mourinho, innit? Jose Mourinho's in the chat and I win by £10. There we go. Guys, that'll do. I'm going to leave it here. I'll see you live in 5 for the match reaction. Up the Blues. Come on. We did it. And breathe.